Dear Stockcar fans, one day after the European, I'm still in England, near Birmingham, with Nigel Harrhy here. Nigel, thank you very much for the invitation. Today we have a private interview, I would say, in your workshop. And I would like to ask you some questions. The first is, you are a Stockcar racer, or you've been a Stockcar racer, your brother and your son. Please tell us a little bit, how do you come to Stockcar racing?
Well, my father was, do you know this? My father was a speedway rider, so I've been involved with speedway all my life. Dad was riding at Coventry through the 70s. So I'm familiar with Stockcar. I maybe went once a year to Stockcar, and then I saw Gears and Tears on TV in 2010 and thought, oh, fancy a go at this. And the rest is history, really. So that was 15 years ago, and I'm still doing it. Well, I didn't race last year, and I'm not raced this year. Broke both my shoulders, so I was aching. So I'm just doing it with Jake now and thoroughly enjoying it. And I still go racing every week, still see my friends every week. So even though I'm not actually racing the car myself, I'm still involved every week and love it, can't get enough.
It's a brilliant story with Gears and Tears. Did you told this story to Frankie or to Andy that time when you raced against them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they know. Everyone knows how I got involved. I put there was a forum, and I put it on the forum. I fancy having a go at stock cars, and someone said, "Oh, you won't be able to afford it." That's the first thing someone said to me. How do you know if I can afford it? And I did it when I bought a car. I asked loads of people for advice, and everyone was so helpful. And when I bought my first car, and just got addicted, and still am. 15 years later, love it.
Yeah, great stuff. Just around the corner, I would say, maybe 15 minutes away, there's the old Coventry Stadium. I've been there 2010, to be honest, for the World Final. And
the first one I went to.
Yeah. And for you, it's just around the corner. So I think you race there a lot of times, right?
Yeah. Race Coventry every month. You know, once you're in, you get in every month. It's I know in the olden days even the local guys couldn't get in because it was always a sellout. I think it was 60 cars. You used to stop at 60. But yeah, luckily I always got into Coventry. I never had a problem. And just like Kings Lynn now, if you're a regular, you always get in. And we're a regular at Kings Lynn, and we'll get a booking for the Kings Lynn World Final this year, for example, because we're regulars. But yeah, Coventry was fantastic. And you've been there this afternoon?
Yeah, just been here half an hour ago at the stadium. It's brilliant. But it's said, let's go a little bit inside. It's said it's shut down, and also Birmingham and many other tracks.
Stoke's our other local track. Stoke's only an hour away from us. And I rode Speedway in the 80s myself, and I rode at Stoke. So to go back to Stoke and race a stock car was fantastic. Loved it. Loved going back there.
What was your favourite track at that time when you was driving active Stockcar racing?
Same as everybody, Coventry, everybody's favourite track. It's not just the track, it's the stadium. It's the stadium. You're racing in a stadium atmosphere. So it's a bit like racing at Bradford now, it's just fantastic. Racing in that big amphitheatre, it's fantastic. Of course, Coventry was a big crowd as well, especially at World Final. I've been in one World Final and it was at Coventry. So, yeah.
Was it the 2010 one?
No, I started in 2010 at the Gale and Ice at the end of the season. So it was 2014. There's a sticker there.
Oh yeah, I see. No, yeah. World Final 2014. So yeah, a few years later, and here we stand with a shale car of your son.
Jake's shale car. This is a Stuart Smith car. This is with a 427 Chevrolet in it, and Jake built this from new. Stuart built it, and Jake finished it about 4 years ago, just before COVID. So it must be 5 years ago now. And it's been a fantastic car. Jake's doing really well on shale. He's red roof now. He was superstar last year. He was in the shootout last year. So we'd love to make the World Final this year. That's where we want to be now. We'd like to get a shale semi-final. That's what we'd like to do, because Jake's not doing so well on tarmac. He had 2 tarmac wins last year, to be fair, but he was from yellow last year, so he was away and gone, and really quick. But he's finding it harder at red, same as anybody does. That's the brilliance of stock cars. As you go up the grades, it gets harder. That's like golf. You get lower handicap and it gets harder to win. So Jake is struggling a bit from red on tarmac, but doing really well on shale. So we're hoping to get a shale semi-final, which is, where is it? Bradford semi-final, Kings Lynn's at World Final. So toss of a coin really, isn't it? Because Tom or Frankie or whoever wins the points will choose tarmac or shale, and everybody alternates below them will alternate on the opposite surface. So we're hoping to get shale. Jake's done 3 semi-finals, actually thinking about it, and they've all been on tarmac. So, let's hope for shale this year.
Yeah, we will see. It will be thrilling, the semi-finals this year, and the World Final is always thrilling. You've seen the European yesterday, I think. I'm sure. And Tom Harris, he's so fast in his car. Do you think he's beatable this season? I mean, since a long while, he's not beatable. He wins almost every meeting. So what do you think?
The way he's going is fantastic, isn't he? I said to his dad, I said, Tom will be 10 times world champion. He said, Tom, come here. No, don't tell him I said that. He's just brilliant. He's head and shoulders above everybody. I know Paul Hine said it recently. It must have been like racing in the Stuart Smith era, Stuart Smith senior era when he won 500 finals. And that's what we're in now. We're in this era now with Tom Harris, aren't we, dominating. I spoke to Lee Parhurst yesterday. He said, we just need to get faster. Well, that's the fact of the matter, isn't it? Everybody needs to catch him up because you ain't going to slow him down. He's fantastic, isn't he?
I mean, Tom is the record holder for the Europeans. Let's go to the other car, to the Europeans, and to the World Finals. He has 5, so yeah, maybe he gets John Lunt one day. We will see. But today we talk about you and about your son. This is here, the other car. And tell us a little bit, there is some white stripes around. It's about the marriage, right? Yeah,
well, that's why Jake's not here. Jake's on honeymoon. Jake and Laura are in Rhodes. Well, you had your honeymoon in Rhodes. So they're the same. Is that what you said, Rhodes?
Yeah, Rhodes, yeah. Greece, it's fantastic. Yeah. And it's a fantastic time right now to be there.
Is it really? Yeah, well, Jake and Laura are there now, and we've got Olivia. So Olivia's with us this week. And they got married 2 weeks ago, so the ribbons are still on the car. They didn't use the car, but the car was outside the marquee for the wedding, so it's got ribbons on it. And we're just getting this car ready for this weekend. So Jake gets back on Thursday from honeymoon, and we're going to the Speedway at Bellevue on Friday for the Speedway Grand Prix. And then Saturday we're going to go Ipswich, and then Great Yarmouth Sunday. So we've got a busy week.
A busy week is always good. Sounds great. Would be also good. I mean, the Dutch fans, they always ask, are the UK drivers coming over? And would like to see you, the Harrys in Holland one day. You think it's possible this season or next season?
We get invited to Texel every year. And we'd love to go. But the trouble is, we're in the middle of a golf course here. This is our job with golf. We do golf and fishing. This is our business. And we're busy Monday to Fridays through the summer. Through the winter, we have a holiday in the winter. Because Monday to Friday in the summer, we're just busy. And I just can't get away Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I just can't warrant being away. And the expense, of course. It's a lot of expense, isn't it? But definitely one day. Definitely we're going to come one day. Definitely going to race. Any of the tracks, I've watched loads of videos and I'd love to come over.
Yeah, that would be really great. Tell us a little bit, what's the big difference in your eyes between the days now, Stockcar racing, and maybe 10, 15 years ago? And do you have a legend for yourself, a Stockcar racer?
Me, Paul Harrison. I always like Paul Harrison. He's a nice person. I just like him, Andy Smith's been fantastic as well. I think Andy's probably right there too. I don't think it's changed in the last 15 years much. The cost has changed a bit more because everything's gone up in cost. But it's not changed a lot in my time. I can see it has previous years, go back another decade, and so it keeps changing a little bit. But no, not a lot. Not a lot. The cars are similar. I mean, this car's 15 years old. At least 15 years old. This was Andy Smith car from, I don't know what year it was, 2008, 2009, something like that. Yeah, I think it was a year old when I bought it. So, it hasn't changed much in the last 15 years, has it?
But still running very well with a red roof and a Superstar before. And, I mean, the goal will be to win a major title, I think, for your son.
Yeah, I mean, look at Joe Booth yesterday. Joe was fantastic yesterday. He won the Grand National after coming second in the European. Joe was so close, not fantastic, well done to come second. But I feel Jake is on a level playing field with Joe. He has some great races with Joe. So you just got to be in the right place at the right time to get on that rostrum. We want to get in the World Final. Is our first ambition, but definitely, I think Jake's there now to get on the rostrum on some of these big championships. Definitely, that's where we want to be.
Yeah, that's what we wish for you. Here in the garage, it's a big place. There's another Stockcar we've seen. It's not a BriSCA F1. Maybe you can say a few words to the number one, to the world champion.
Grant Leather is Jake's best mate, and we weren't there last year. We were at Bradford racing, and Grant went down to Bristol and won the world final on the V8s. What a fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We're so made up for Grant to do it. We weren't there. It's just a shame we weren't there to see him do it. But we've celebrated with him since. We've been out with him a few times. In fact, we're going out with him next Sunday. So, yeah, and he's a smashing lad and a smashing family. And this is his last year. He's going to pack up this year. He needs to buy a house, and he realises family must come first. Work comes first, doesn't it? Family comes first, and he can come back to Stockcars another day, maybe.
No, that's too bad. But just tell us, maybe last question. What's the big difference between this series and the BriSCA F1?
Yeah, this is a Rover V8 engine. So this is a Rover car engine. This is out of a Land Rover, well, Range Rover engine really. It's a 4 litre, 4.2 engine. Yeah, 4.2. So it's half the size of a Chevrolet engine. It's just a small V8. It's on carburetors, double carburetors. Whereas the Chevrolet V8 is a 7.2 litre engine, and it's on powerful heads, designed for racing heads. So you get twice the power and twice the horsepower out of our Chevrolet engines compared with this. But this is more of a budget formula, and it's just fantastic racing. The V8 series is fantastic racing.
All right, really the last question for today is, what is your wish for 2025, for this season, for Jake, for your son?
Oh, well, I've actually said it. I've already told you, haven't I? But our ambition is to make the World Final. Nothing else. That's it. He was in the shootout last year. He's been superstar last year. That'll be the icing on the cake for us. That's our ambition, without doubt.
All right, I'm sure he will do it. And then we're going to see us for the World Final in Kings Lynn in September. And we'll have the next interview, I'm sure.
Wonderful. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate.
Bye.
And all the best.
Cheers.